Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Wow, that was super, a very passionate talk right there, and I love that. I love how that goes. And you know what? As can't say that I'm vegan, but I am vegetarian, and I really enjoyed that talk because one thing that I have, me personally, that I have. Hey Nazim, thanks so much, all the way from Italy. So appreciated. One thing that I have learned as a vegetarian is how much our food is affecting our energy. Meaning, if you want to live, and I love how you said, if you're a health environment and you are not taking on a vegetarian or vegan lifestyle, then you're not really contributing so much to the problem. I love that because it's very bold. It's a very bold statement, and I love that because it is needed. We need to say the bold things in life, because if we don't say the bold things in life, then obviously nobody listens, nobody catches on. So I really enjoyed the passion that was coming out of that. So I appreciate it so much. So hey, I've got other people saying hello, guys. Thanks so much. So listen, I've got 10 minutes here. I really want to make sure that this is very valuable for you. So just a little bit about myself. My name is Coach Nick, and I help entrepreneurs generate more sales to become freedompreneurs. Now, if you're wondering what the heck is a freedompreneur, so a freedompreneur is someone who works when they want, where they want, whenever they want, with whoever they want, doing the thing they love to do. So that mission, that passion, that product, that service, that opportunity that you were meant to bring out to the world in a big way, well, the Freedompreneurs Club is the place where you come to learn how to do it. So as you can see, our last guest here, she's super passionate about what she's doing it. And to me, she's a freedompreneur because she's bringing her message, she's bringing her passion and going out to the world. And now I got a nice question here. It says, Nick, what will it take for you to give up eggs and dairy? Actually, I have given up eggs. I don't eat eggs as well. And as far as dairy, nothing. Maybe just some education, some alternatives. That's it. So maybe just if I learned a little bit more, I've progressively, as far as the vegan conversation, what I have done is progressively have transmitted. So meaning transformed that part of my life. So I went from eating all completely meat, everything was meat, and I went from there to eating just chicken. Then I went to seafood, and then I went now completely to vegetarian. I've already gave up eggs, and so maybe the cheeses are the next thing to go. So I think that I might be already down that path, but I appreciate the question very much. So I want to stay on topic though, because I did promise BeLive that I would share a specific topic, which is kind of a different switch. And the switch of the topic was how to be effective during interviews. So other people are using BeLive, and I want, just so you know, I want to give a big shout out to BeLive, because BeLive, I talked about freedompreneurship, about being able to work online, being able to travel, being able to spread your messages, being able to bring your mission out to more people. Well, BeLive is creating a platform for you to have your own media. You imagine there's 2 billion people every single day. 2 billion people, unique logins onto Facebook every single day. And guess what? You have the opportunity now, like never before in history, to have your own media. So, the big media channels would run everything, your CNNs, your Fox Newses, your NBCs, all of these big media channels, no matter where you are in the world, you have your big global media channels. But social media has given us, me and you, the average individual, to the ability to have a voice and to have your own media channel and to have discussions which impact the world in a positive way. And so what I want to share with you today is how you can begin to impact the world in a positive way by using BeLive and by interviewing other people. So the way that I use BeLive on my own page is I have the interviews where I invite people to come onto my show called The Inside Scoop, which I host on BeLive, and I do a daily show where people come onto my show and I talk to them and about what they do, and they share how they're spreading their message, how they're spreading their word, how they're changing the planet. And we're now able to engage in a positive conversation, in a positive dialogue with this platform, BeLive. But here's the key. When you're interviewing others, you also want to install your own expertise, meaning you want to be able to show what you're bringing to the table without stealing the thunder of what the other person is bringing to the. First of all, by asking great questions. To have a great interview comes from asking great questions. And the way that you ask great questions is you get into the mind of your audience. Ask yourself, what would my audience want to know? What will be beneficial for my audience? And ask your guest those questions. So again, some people had asked me great questions. Nick, what would it take for you to go vegan? Hey, what would it do? What would it take for you to, to transform even further? This is a great question. So as an interview host, using the BeLive platform, interviewing others, but you want to set yourself up as the expert as well, so that so people get interested in your products, in your services, in your mission, in your message. You want to ask great questions. So learn about your guest a little bit. Don't just bring the guest on your show and not know anything about them. Do a little bit of background research. And the other thing is know your audience. So my general audience are entrepreneurs. My general audience are coaches, healers. My audience are people who want to spread their mission and their message. They want to change the planet in a positive way. These are the people that are connected with me every single day on my social media page as I use the BeLive platform to create more audience. So who do I bring onto the show are people who are going to bring positive messages, going to help the entrepreneur, the healer, the online, the freedompreneur, the person who wants to work more online. So asking great questions sets you up. Then you got to know your audience, and your questions should be related for your audience. It's not just for you, but it's for your audience. So know your audience. So I ask questions that will be beneficial so that my audience can take notes and get applicable knowledge that they can use back in their own lives and businesses. So first thing, right? Ask great questions. And I love Michael. Michael just said, Michael Miller, thank you so much. He says the who, what, where, when, why, and how. Right. That's a great way to just break it down for you. And then dive deep. Dive deep with your guests, okay? Second thing is know your audience and make sure your questions are relevant for your audience. So if my audience is entrepreneurs, right, people who are going to business online, then I'm going to ask entrepreneurial type questions. Well, tell me, how does that affect our business? How does that generate more sales? So let's say I'm interviewing a life coach who's talking about happiness. I may say, well, how does happiness actually translate into more sales? So I'm always tying it back to the entrepreneur. And then the third aspect that I want to give you before they kick me off and my time is done here is I want to share with you that install a little bit of your own answers to provide yourself as an expert. Meaning when you say something, just install a little bit, like someone's talking about happiness. Like for instance, our last guest here was talking about becoming a vegan. I started this interview off by my own journey of becoming a vegetarian. And because I become a vegetarian, you see how I tied in their knowledge into what I do. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get your host talking, your guest talking, and then you tie in a little bit of your own expertise. So thank you so much, BeLive, for giving me this opportunity to share. Thank you so much for providing a platform for us to connect and to create positive things. And thank you so much for having me as a guest. I so appreciate it. I will see you later. Thank you so much.